tedium when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. We will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. We will all go together when we go, every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
Any European capital in a span of less than 200 seconds. And what is more, the Satan II, according to Russian claims, can be maneuvered in mid-flight, making it that much harder to detect and intercept. Amidst all this, normal life must still go on. Schools are beginning to reopen in different parts of Ukraine. An estimated 1,100 schools have been destroyed since the beginning of the war. In cities such as Kiev and Vyshhorod, young children are making their way back into the classrooms. While in Kharkiv, that is just a few kilometers from the Russian border, schools have been set up in underground metro stations. So as the parents and young children struggle to come to terms with a world that has fallen apart around them, what no one at this moment knows is when the war will end.
Bringing the Russia-Ukraine war back in focus now, and developments of escalated attacks coming from Ukraine, a Russian strike killed at least over a dozen people, including a child, on Wednesday. The incident occurred hours after the US State Secretary arrived in Kyiv for a visit. Now, these are the visuals coming in from Ukraine's eastern Donetsk region. Charred vehicles, shops and kiosks torn apart. Smoke billowing from structures on fire. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed that a Russian strike on a market has killed 17 people. He has accused Russia of deliberately targeting civilians and said there were no military units anywhere close to the area. Rescue workers could be seen scrambling to clear out the debris and carrying the wounded for treatment. Over 32 people have reportedly been injured in the strike. Several world leaders have condemned the ghastly attack. The German foreign minister called Russia's war in Ukraine inhumane. The leader tweeted her statement saying, and I quote here, "This brutal attack on innocent people peacefully shopping at a market makes it clear this Russian war of aggression is an attack on international law, on humanity." Meanwhile, the White House has also reacted strongly to the strike, condemning the brutal Russian attack as Ukrainians continue to defend their country. Debris from Russian drones has also allegedly been found on Romanian soil. The NATO allies' president has called for an urgent investigation into the matter. The debris was reportedly discovered following attacks in neighboring Ukraine.
And I requested an urgent and professional investigation of the origin of these components, as well as regarding the moment and circumstances in which they reach the Romanian soil. If it is confirmed that these elements belong to a Russian drone, such a situation would be completely inadmissible and a serious violation of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Romania and NATO allies.
Ahead of the G20 summit and U.S. President Joe Biden's visit to India, America's National Security Council Coordinator for Strategic Communications, John Kirby, has said that the U.S. can't stop India from buying Russian oil. Kirby said every sovereign country, including India, has the right to buy oil or lubricants from any other country. These remarks came upon the priority being asked whether India buying oil from Russia could be on the agenda of President Biden's discussion with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi during bilateral talks on Friday. Responding to that question, Kirby said that the U.S. has encouraged all nations to purchase oil in accordance with the price cap, but does not believe that this is a time for business with Vladimir Putin and Russia. He further added that every nation has to make their own sovereign decision.